What's up, guys? Welcome back to Call Me Old Fashioned, where we talk everything bourbon, whiskey, and of course, old fashions. I think this bottle in particular, especially on this channel, doesn't need an introduction, but I will say, in a recent video, somebody commented on it saying, hey, like, you talk about Woodford's Double Oak a lot, but I've never seen a review. I want to know what your actual thoughts are on it. I want to know the tasting notes, so I figured we'd do a little review. I had to go pick up a new bottle, actually. This is typically one of the go-to ones I just kind of drink and don't even think about it. And it was one of the bourbons that got me into having all this. So I don't know, I just somehow missed the review. So let's go ahead and dive into a little Woodford's Double Oak. Give you guys my thoughts. Obviously, I think you already know what those are, but let's give you the tasting notes. We'll break it down and yeah, let's go ahead and dive in. So on the nose, right away, obviously you get tons of like fruit. I consider it like a dark fruit, red fruit, something along those lines. You get vanilla, caramel, but like a really nice sweetness. Now this bottle in particular is only coming in right around 90 proof. To be exact, it's 90.4 proof, which obviously you don't get a lot of ethanol burn on it. Some people consider that smooth. If you're just getting into bourbon, the lower the proof, the smoother it is, supposedly, yada, yada, yada. But this has no ethanol on it. I say you probably get a little bit of like a brown sugar / honey for like the sweetness level. Overall, really pleasant nose, very approachable, very family-friendly-esque for a double oak. Obviously you get oak. I think that's kind of implied on this stuff. Like the nose has a lot of like sweet oak, if you want to consider it that. But let's see what the palate's like. And yeah, cheers. Right away, the biggest thing, one of the reasons why I like this bottle so much is you get obviously the basic stuff, right? You get vanilla, you get caramel. I'd say more vanilla than caramel if you're really being nitpicky. But this really nice, like creamy chocolate comes across. I'd consider it like a, I don't know, almost along the lines of like a dark chocolate, right? Like it's bitter, but not like too bitter, right? But it's really pleasant. This is also what I use for my chocolate old fashions. If you've never seen that video, I'm sure it's somewhere on my channel. But that chocolate note's what's really sending it home for me. But you do get like, it's considered pretty sweet to me. Brown sugar, dash of honey, maybe some cinnamon as well. But the oak is the biggest part here. The oak is where it's like, it's not so harsh where you feel like you're getting hit in the face with a cigar, but it's really pleasant, especially compared to the regular Woodfords. It's definitely got that extra oomph to it as far as the oaks go. As far as the finish, some people I see say like the finish is really strong, super long. I'm gonna call this like a medium finish. Like it sits in your throat well, but it doesn't like punch you in the chest. You know what I mean? Like you can tell, but I think that has a lot to do with the oak aspect. But medium finish, medium to small finish, I'd say. It's super quick. Coach palate well, but overall the finish is just this well balanced overall of just like a decent starting out bourbon with vanilla, caramel, honey, you know, brown sugar, and then that chocolate note really comes across. So this is a definite pickup. This bottle, the prices so vary, and it always depends on like what state you're in. Like I can get this sometimes under 50 bucks. Sometimes I get it at 55 bucks. So it just depends on where you're at for what price you can get it. But overall, 55 bucks is the average price. Definite pickup. One of my favorites, usually my #1 go-to. So that is the official review. We will be doing a blind tasting with this one and a ton of other double oaks coming up this next Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you subscribe, turn the bell on that we get notified for that. We are going to do a separate video where we blind just this one and the 1910 from Old Foresters, because apparently that one's supposed to be the, hey, this one's going to beat it from what people have told me. So we're going to blind those up next. So that should come out tomorrow if you're watching this like live. So if you haven't already, like, subscribe, do all that jazz, and I will see you boys on the other side. Peace.